TNT can be activated by redstone or flint and steel, and when it explodes, it will damage all terrain around it. These blocks will not explode from TNT, but a lot of servers have plugins so they will explode. TNT in water will not damage any blocks. Even if TNT is in water, if sand or gravel is on top of it, it will destroy surrounding blocks. TNT can push other entities such as other TNT into other places, just like TNT cannons. When sand is falling, it is an entity, and since TNT can push entities, it can push falling sand. However, when sand is on a fence post and cannot place anywhere, it breaks, and if there's water around that fence post, TNT will not be able to explode. When you have sand and TNT firing from one cannon, it is called a hybrid cannon. All the things on the screen right now are worthy of destroying sand when sand is falling from the side of them. By the way, when you're using this mechanism, there needs to be a gap where the sand will break. These will work, but these will not work. There are still ways to break this defense, so such as piling sand and then using your TNT, or having sand on top of the fence and then using your TNT there. Fortunately, there are ways to make it a lot harder to blow up your defenses, such as building a sky base and having pressure plates on top. The pressure plates break sand, but they allow TNT to explode. However, fences push up half a block above the pressure plate, and for TNT to damage blocks, half or less of it has to be embedded in water, so the TNT would have to be pixel precise to explode. Also note that if more than half of the TNT is embedded in water, it will not explode. Now realize, if you are using this pressure plate fence design, you should have a jagged fence like this, or else there will be a lot more space for TNT to explode. You can also use this for ceilings. Just know that these are not designed for TNT to be dropped from the same X and Z cord. You can actually make it so the sand breaks before it gets to the ground using this method. If it doesn't break here, it'll break here, and then it will break here, and here. But there's only one problem. Once you get to the skinniest block available, you have to place a fat block again. Remember how fences are 1.5 blocks high? Entities won't be able to get through them as they normally would. This is, of course, the same with 1 block tall entities. And sand is a 1 block tall entity. This will also work with cobwebs. Cobwebs break sand, but if TNT is going really fast into them, there will be an explosion. But since the fence makes it so 1 block tall entities can't go in, you can use this to break sand basically at any point on the fence. The breaking problem has been solved. Now, of course, this method only works if cobwebs are above the fence. This will not work, and it needs to be a fence or a wall. These will not work. Any of these will work if you use as your blocks that you build up with. This will be rateable because TNT can go here. There needs to be a block on top of it. Of course, just a fence will do. You can use this method to build big cobble walls really fast, but for this video, I will stick to fence walls. Also note that if you fill the middle with lava source blocks, it will be regenerating. But I'll save that for another time. People like to use slabs at the bottom of large pits and will break. TNT will still blow up. Some people like to make sand walls because it takes a very long time to destroy the whole wall. Some people also like to make anvil walls because sand will not be able to place. It is harder to hit the target if you have lower slabs like this. Upper slabs won't work though. So that's pretty much it for this video. Just remember to have your fences sort of like this with the cobwebs, have the pressure plate on top, have the slab here. If you don't want to use cobwebs, you can use other fences. Just make sure that you don't have them all over the place, and make sure if the TNT or sand goes off this, it won't go on top of another one. Bye.